Okay, today we're going to be doing Unit 5, Lesson 1. This is volume of solids. So for the first one, it says draw and describe the solid of revolutions is formed by rotating the triangle about the x-axis. So what we're talking about is this axis, and we want to rotate it around it. So if you think about it, oops, not perfect, but we get the idea. It's rotating around it, okay? And it is going up 2, so our diameter is up 2 here. And what shape do we get? It's a cone. Okay. Now the volume of cone, so hopefully you have it. If not, I think I attached a form. I will be working on getting a better copy of it. We have y volume equals 1/3 pi r squared h. And so here we want to find the volume of this one. So we're going to go volume equals 1/3 pi. Our radius is from the center of the circle out, which is 2 squared. And the height is from in, which is 4. And if we multiply this, it's going to be 16/3 pi units cubed. And describe a strategy. So think about how you describe a strategy for drawing it. Maybe you imagine it in your mind. Do you actually get a piece of paper or an object that looks like that shape and start twirling it? What works for you? Okay, now this one, again, we want to rotate it around the x-axis. So if we're going to rotate it, this one's going to come down about 2. Doesn't always look the best, but you get the idea. It's going to come around 2. And we get a sphere. Okay. And again, we're going to find the volume of this one. So volume equals 4/3 pi r cubed. Our radius here again is 2. Height would be the exact same thing, which is really nice. 2 cubed. And we're going to get 32/3 pi units cubed. You could get the 32/3 as a decimal. It's fine. You could even multiply it by pi. I just find having pi at the end a little bit easier. Okay. This one gets a little bit tricky because now we're going to be rotating it about the y-axis. So we know if it's going to be on the right-hand side, it's also going to be on the left. Okay. And if we spin it really fast, we're going to look like this kind of a shape. Right? And then this will go around in a circle. So it sort of looks like a cylinder with a cone cut out of it, right? So here's the whole thing would be a cylinder. Think of a soda can that's been smushed. And we took out a cone. So it's a cylinder with a cone shape cut out. Now with this one, because it is one shape taking away another one, the volume is going to be a little bit different. So the first one is going to be the cylinder, sorry. So that's going to be pi r squared h. And we're going to subtract it from the cone, which is 1/3 pi r squared h. We put it in here, and I'm just going to go down here since I have a little bit more room. And then the cylinder. So if you want to, you can always draw a picture. That's the cylinder. And this one is the cone. Okay. So this one, its radius is 4. So 4 squared. And it does go up a height of 2. And we're going to subtract it from the cone, 1/3 pi. The radius is 4 because that's how much it goes from the center, so 4 squared. And again, the height is going to be 2. Almost the same formula, huh? Very similar. And then you're going to go ahead and subtract it, and we get 64/3 pi. So you multiply everything but pi, units cubed. Volume is always going to be cubed. Okay, so now here, this one's a little bit different. What we want to do is we want to rotate it, this object, which is a little bit different, and we're going to rotate it around the x-axis. So we sort of get that idea. We know if it's going up, it is going to go down. And I found if you find perfect points to make your drawing a little bit more accurate, it does help. So 15, at 15, it went up 4, so it's going to go down 4. It's going to go up 3, half, and we can sort of, not perfect, but we get the idea. And we're rotating it, so that means it's going to be a little bit more of a sphere or a circular shape right at the ends. Okay, and this one just looks like a vase that's been tilted sideways. Now, the second one is draw a cross section of our picture if it's just cutting through the coordinates. So think about if you had a block and you wanted just to take out a sliver from the middle. It's going to look very, very similar to how we drew it before. It's just going to look like if we squished it too. Okay. So let's go on to the next one. So we're going to draw some cross sections of our form that are perpendicular to the plane containing the axis. And we want to draw cross sections at 5, 10, and 15. So at 5, we see it did go up 5, so this one's going to go down 5. And if it's a cross section, it's going to be a circular. It's going to be a wide circle. Now, if we did it at 10, we can see it went up about 2.5. And it's going to be about 2.5. And if we did it at 15, we can see it went up 4. So we're going to go down 4. And again, cross section. This is a medium-sized cross section compared to the others. So now we're going to be doing some of these. And what we're trying to do is see if we can figure out a way to lie this picture on the axis so that when we rotate it, it makes the bell shape or the vase shape or the rocket. And sort of, you're looking for the line of symmetry. We don't have to worry about the bell shape or the little middle thing on the bell. So sort of think about it. We're going through the center. Find the line of symmetry. line of symmetry. Sorry, I have some students outside. And we know it's going to be a half circle. It's going to go up, come down, and like this. You could have also drawn it the other way too. Now this one, we start off small. We come up, we go down, larger, and then come back down. We have to have a flat end at the end. Now the rocket ship was pretty interesting. I'm going to flip it so the nose is actually at the origin. It's very long, and then it has a curved fin. It goes out a little bit to its next one. So it has the window right there. Okay, now you're going to go ahead and work on your assignment.